So the countdown to this year's World Cup is well and truly on as 32 nations combine to create the greatest sporting spectacular on the bloody planet. But in this video, I'm going to try and answer you one simple question. Can Portugal win this year's World Cup? That's right, folks, back once again with another World Cup summary video. That's right, where we're going to try and answer one simple question. Can this nation actually go out and win the World Cup out in Qatar? We'll take a look at it, all of it, in a second. Of course, if you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe button, bang it, all things World Cup related, Black and Rovers related, world football itself related. We got it all here, boys, under one roof. Of course, the countdown is well and truly on, with the tournament set to kick off in November 2022, of course. But what's going to happen this coming World Cup? We'll take a look at all of it in a second. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons, of course. And if you are interested in helping out the channel in another way, check out the links down below. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Twitch, I'm on Patreon. And of course, there's a Discord in there. So get in amongst it and let's get chatting. So here we go, folks. Is of course Portugal. That's right, coming at you at this year's World Cup in Qatar. We are, of course, lucky to have one of the GOATs, that's right, Cristiano Ronaldo, injury permitting, of course, here at the World Cup 2022 in Qatar. Of course, they made it hard for themselves, though, didn't they? Having to go through the playoffs in what was looking like a very, very difficult passage. We'll elaborate on that in a second. Of course, let's take a look at it then. Portugal qualified as playoff winners, Path C. We'll show you that in a minute. This is good, the deal on 29th of March 2022. It's their 8th tournament. Their last was, of course, in 2018. 6 tournaments in a row for them, with their best in 1966, where they finished in 3rd. Can they equal that? Yeah, they can. They can actually equal that, but will they? Manager Fernando Santos is the governor for Portugal these days, and of course, the main man still is Cristiano Ronaldo. You don't get to be where he is in this day without the ability. His legs might not be there, but his head, his composure, his desire to win, his desire to succeed at Portugal is not weaker than it was when they were crowned European champions a few years back. Take a look at the graphic there now on the bottom of the screen. Of course, they qualify as 2nd spot behind Serbia, who came through without a defeat. So Portugal had to go the long way around. Of course, they were also alongside Republic of Ireland, Luxembourg and Azerbaijan. Again, I tipped Portugal to do very, very well in this group, but unfortunately they fell short none the same. Of course, this is, of course, the journey after that. They had to take on Turkey, where they came through that one. It looked like they were going to take on Italy in what would have been an absolute belter of a knockout final. But Italy shit the bloody bed, didn't they? They shit the bed. North Macedonia smashed it, dashed it, and made it through to the final, where it was Portugal up against North Macedonia. And again, thankfully for the world, and no disrespect to North Macedonia, but thankfully for the global viewing public, we're getting to see Ronaldo at this World Cup. Now, Ronaldo ain't getting any younger. He's 30, what's he, 37? Dare I say he's 37? Surely this is his last World Cup. You never say never. Look at Zlatan still pulling on the jersey for AC Milan. I think there's belief. Maybe small belief that Ronaldo might squeeze one more. I think he might. I think I'm going to put, if I'm going to be a betting man here, I think Ronaldo will be back for one more World Cup. How do I say this? Of course, he's 37 right here, right now. I think he might even be 38 by the end of the season. I don't know. But I don't know what's going to happen next year. He might do another season in Europe, but I think he will end up in the MLS. And I think he will play in the MLS, and then, of course, he'll be playing shorter seasons, less competitive games, but he'll still be a key component for Portugal in regards to his presence within the squad. So I think, yes, this does appear to be his last World Cup, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's there as a 40-odd-year-old for Portugal. It's been done in the past. Roger Milla, of course, veteran. But anyway, they made it, and of course here they are in what appears to be a fucking wicked group. Pardon my French, a absolute zinger of a group. Why do I say that? They are joined by Ghana, of course, the Black Stars of Africa, Uruguay, former winners, of course, South Korea, who are a very, very difficult nation to beat, and have got some key figures in world football these days in their squad. But of course, the key match for me is Uruguay. Uruguay against Portugal is match number 2 for both of those nations, but of course Portugal will kick off their campaign against Ghana. Now, I do remember, I think, a similar tournament. I think Portugal and Ghana were in the same groups. I don't know, it was a lot of draws knocking around, and I can see the same here. I've done predictions on this group before in the past, and I've found it difficult to separate, even with Portugal and, of course, their rankings perhaps, and of course their recent success as European champions not too long ago. I can see two scenarios here where they go through this group, and also I can see a scenario here where they don't. And of course, that would be an absolute anticlimax for this World Cup. From Ronaldo's point of view, for a global spectacle point of view, you want Portugal and Ronaldo to be in the latter stages. You do. You want to set up the potential of an absolute zinger Argentina-Portugal final. That is, of course, everybody's dream second final. Of course, everyone's hopes still alive for their own team or own nation as they enter this tournament in November 2022. So, for me, Portugal need to be there, but will they be there, of course? So the key match is Uruguay. Uruguay are they come here with a bit of their tails up for qualifying. I think they were third or fourth in South American qualifying, and again they've got an aging squad just like Portugal, a very, very aging squad, where they're relying on the goal scoring prolifics of Cavani, Suarez. They do have some young guns coming through, Godin at the back as well, but Portugal will be pinning the hopes on some of the youngsters coming through. Renato Sanchez, it's in midfield, got Bruno as well, Fernandes, of course, is trying to take over the reins here from Ronaldo, but Ronaldo, of course, is not ready to give up those reins again. So getting themselves off to a fly gets going, get 3 points there will put them in good stead for their final couple of games. But don't write off South Korea on this one. I think we're going to see a very, very tight group here, and we're going to potentially see one of the nations that everyone's expecting to go through, not go through. And I don't know. I don't even know. And it's very hard to call. My mind changes every waking minute when I look at this group. I can see Portugal going through. Yes, I can. I don't even know, though, if the winners or runners up. But I could also definitely see them crashing out and being one of the major surprises in the opening stage of this World Cup in Qatar. So very difficult scenario we find ourselves in this group. I don't know if they've called it the group of death, but for me it is. I just think I look at that and I just cannot call it. I really cannot call it. 11-2 on. The bookies think Portugal will qualify 11-2, 12-1 for them to go the distance. Don't get me wrong. I think if Portugal get through to knockout, if that's the question, if they get through to the knockout stages, they're going to be tough to beat. I think there are better nations than Portugal as a unit. I think France have got a really good team. I think England have got a really good team. Belgium as well. But again, this could be Croatia 2.0 here with Portugal, and they could actually. And again, I've not worked out the bracket. I don't know who they would likely play in the second round if they would win it or if they would lose. But I would imagine it would be the runners-up from Group G. And that would be, Serbia or Switzerland or Cameroon. So there's a chance there. There really is a chance. So for me, Linda, I'm ready.
Can they win the World Cup?
Yeah, they can. They are candidates. They are candidates to win this World Cup. They're in that bracket of 8 teams, 8 nations that I feel can win this World Cup.
Will they win the World Cup?
But will they win the World Cup? No, they're not going to win this World Cup. They're going to fall short here. There's just too much power in other teams, the French, the Belgians, the Brazilians, the Argentinians as well. Hopefully, we do get some scenario, multiverse or whatever, sets up at least Argentina-Portugal quarter-final, semi-final, whatever it is. Let's get those two locking horns in one way or another in this tournament. Of course, we would all love to see an Argentina-Portugal final as our second final, our reserve final. Of course, everyone's going to start with their own hopes and dreams for their own final, but for me, that would be a great second option for me as this World Cup continues. But for me, good luck, Portugal. You're going to need it. So there you have it, folks. There you bloody have it. A short, sharp take on this nation's chances out in Qatar 2022. What do you expect this country will do in this year's tournament? Do you think they'll get out of the group stages, or do you think they'll go deep, deep, deep into the competition itself? Let me know your opinion down below. And of course, we'll look forward to non-stop coverage right here at Blackburn Overseas. We're going to have, of course, predictions, previews, reviews, reactions, and of course, reactions from real fans themselves, of course. So that's all to look forward to this year out in Qatar 2022. So make sure you smash your subscribe, smash the thumbs up, and smash the little bell, boys and girls, as we look forward to a fantastic winter or at least late 2022 of world football. Let me know your thoughts and opinions again about this nation and of course the tournament itself in the comment section. But until then, guys and girls, I'll see you soon for the next one.